Hello, I'm Seth Johnson with Land a House. So in today's tiny house video, we're going to be installing the bottom half of our front door. Also, the homemade threshold here. May replace this at some point, but for now I just need something as a placeholder. So let's get started installing this front door. This is some fun lighting, isn't it? So I need to get this threshold installed. What I'm going to do is use a 1/4 bit, just a regular wood bit. Then come back with this 1/2 inch. Just to make it a spot where the screw head can go through a little bit. Okay. Because I want the most of the screw to go into the concrete here. So next, I'm going to take this, I think it's a 3/16 maybe. Match these up. Just make a spot here where I can see where I'm drilling. Let's see how far we are. Here. A little more. Now that this hole has been put down to the correct depth, I'm going to take one of these blue concrete screws here, and my drill's not very powerful, so I'm going to put this in enough. Let's see if I can match up that hole. There we go. I'm going to use a socket set to get it down the rest of the way. Okay. So I'm just using a 5/16 here for socket set. This thing gets pretty tough to work with. And just snugging that up. Now let's see if this door fits. I know I'm going to have to do a little bit more adjusting once it's on here, because it's just slightly too wide for the frame as far as opening is concerned. So what I'm going to do here is just get it set in, and then I'm going to mark where the hinges need to set. Okay. So I know you can't see, but I'm just marking the location of the hinges here. I think what I'm going to do is take my chisel, the width of the chisel, and put it up under the door so that there's that much of a lift, so that the door is not resting totally on the ground here. Whenever I was doing my advanced mathematical calculations, I wanted to make sure I did not get a blue screw in the spot of my hinge, but yeah, bit of a miscalculation. Oh well. So now I've got just one of these 3-hole hinges here, and I just want to kind of mark out the spot that I need to chisel here. So that I now know what I can work with here, if that makes sense. The next thing I'm going to do is take my razor blade here and I'm going to score the wood where the hinge is going to be placed. The reason for this is it'll give a stopping spot for the chisel when we start doing that. Alright, now let's see if we can get the chisel to work here. Yeah. I like to flip the chisel around after I've gone in a little bit and just knock the pieces out here. That way I'm not digging too deep. And you see when you hit the end down here, hits that razor blade edge and falls off. That's what we want. Now I have both spots chiseled out here for the hinges. Let's see how well this fits in here. It's tight quarters, so you won't be able to see much in here. But I set the door up on some blocks so that it would be placed well to hang from the hinges here. And then I just took the drill and put some pilot holes in for the screws. Now the screws that came with these hinges are maybe a 1/2 inch, but I got, well, maybe 3/4. Yeah, 3/4. So, but I got a 1 1/8 inch here that I'm going to use instead because I'd like these to really sink in better. Now I'm using a screwdriver instead of drill because I don't want to put these in too quickly and cause some stripping of this hole here. Now I have some more hinges that are 3-hole hinges, and I might put one of those here in the middle just because this door is fairly heavy. Just have to see how well it swings here. Well, as you can see, I got the hinges on, but I had to make some slight adjustments to the bottom down here and here under this hinge. And what was happening is the door was trying to close, but then getting caught on that piece. So now it is pretty free to swing. So now we have to install the place for the latch to attach to. So I closed the door here to see where this latch is going to close at. And so I took the little plate, turned it upside down, and traced out where it needs to go. So now I need to find my chisel. There it is. And go around and get this piece cut out. I think I'm going to use the same technique as before. I'm using a razor blade here. So far the door has installed fairly smoothly. I wasn't really expecting it to. Okay, now see if we can get some of this worked out of here. I'm trying to keep out of your way so you can see what's going on here. Let's see how close we're getting now. Getting there. Now, just like the hinges, I'm going to put a little pilot hole in here. And then just use regular screwdriver here to get these in. Oops, just thought of a mistake. I probably should drill out a little hole here so that the latch can go in there. So let me back these out real quick. Nice airplane out today. So I've got a 3/4 here. He flew right overhead. I think that's going to be good. Let me try shutting the door here and see how well that's going to fit in there. Alright, got this front latch, top latch on. Seems to work very nice. Now it's time to get the deadbolt. So I'm going to just click that out here and then take my pencil and mark around where this thing meets. And might as well do how far it comes out here. Okay, now we'll install the plate for that. I marked out the place where the deadbolt's gonna butt up against here. So now I'm just gonna take the plate and make sure all that is within here. And just gonna trace all around. And I think I'm going to put the middle as well. So I can go ahead and get that drilled out here. We'll see. Okay. All right, the door is finished. I'll show you how well it opens up here. So, deadbolt works very fluidly. Handle's nice. Very nice. I like that a lot. Well, that was a fun build. It's nice to have this part of the door installed. I still have to come back and put trim pieces around the outside and of course the foam to make everything airtight. Well, thanks for watching this video. I'm Seth Johnson with Land House, and I will see you next time. Bye. Now, I'm just going to take the window here and set it into the spot